Yeah. Want to give kisses? Mwah. Mwah.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
And
And the soldiers came to me and said, you need to pick a child that you want to die.
ooh, interesting. And it was Courtney. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today is Mother's Day, so we have a special guest, mi madre,
Cheryl.
Hello?
or you can call her Cheryl.
Or Mom.
No, you cannot. It's my mom. So, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we made Cheryl Mother's Day dinner. And what we did was steak and mushrooms.
My favorite.
Asparagus. And homemade mashed potatoes. And then we have
Steak
A1 in
sauce.
there. And then we also have salad, but that's hard to eat.
Yeah. And who wants salad?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Honestly.
My mom probably does.
Yeah. So basically,
We have some questions. I came up with some questions to ask her.
Oh,
And, yeah, so let's just get started.
all right.
Mom, feel free to have a bite of food.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I want some A1.
Careful.
Uh-huh.
I'm wearing a white
I'm
shirt.
sorry. I'm going to need to cut this.
That's fine. So first question, Mom.
Should we talk about Mother's Day first?
What do you want to talk about on Mother's Day?
No, go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. Mother's Day for a lot of people is not a good day. Number one, they don't have the greatest relationship with their moms. And trust me when I say, when these two were teenagers, I would have boycotted Mother's Day.
Not Katie.
Oh yes.
Just me.
Everybody's
I'm literally
included
the
in
only
that.
kid that got sent to,
That's true.
what is it called?
Juvie.
It's not
Lock
juvie.
up.
I did not go to juvie.
Okay. Then we do also have mothers out there that have never been married, have never birthed their own children, and we have this day of Mother's Day. I look at these two right here. This one was a mother when she was 5, unfortunately. There are no perfect mothers out there. None.
I've been a mother since birth.
And she should have this day celebrated just as much as I do. And this one right here is the best mom I've ever seen.
Katie's a really good mom. But also, I'd like to go on record and say that Mother's Day should not be... She always gets me something for Mother's Day, and it's not fair, I don't think.
It's Woman's Day.
You
We're going
water?
to change this. Woman's Day.
I think that might... isn't Women's
Offend
Day already
people?
a thing? No.
No, I don't think so. Is it?
International Women's Day.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna get you water.
I'm good.
Okay, then quit coughing.
Shut up.
My mom's got Diet Coke.
If you know Cheryl, you know that this is basically should be in an IV in her veins at all times.
That's true.
Okay, so my first question is, who is your favorite child?
Yeah.
We're gonna get down to it today. We're gonna learn all the facts. There's no hiding. And
Okay.
you can't tell me that you don't have a favorite.
Yeah, honestly.
I do not have a favorite.
Liar.
That's just like saying, like,
Who comes in?
okay,
Who comes close to your favorite?
let me tell you about my
Middle.
dream that I had. When Kyle, my oldest, and Courtney were like 5 and 3, Katie wasn't born yet. Well, maybe you were. You weren't in my dream. So I
Not
had a
important.
dream that I was in a concentration camp
Whoa.
in Germany. And my kids were in one cell and I was in the other cell. And the soldiers came to me and said, you need to pick a child that you want to die.
Ooh, interesting. And it was Courtney.
No. And I kept saying to the soldier, take me,
Oh, jeez,
take
please.
me, I'm not going to choose. Okay,
The story she's made up to make us feel good about her.
not true. Every mother loves their children all across the board the same.
Except for Cody.
But who did you choose?
Yeah.
As my favorite?
No, at the
to kill-
concentration
Oh,
camp.
I would not choose one, and I said myself.
Cop out.
And then I woke up screaming and
If
sweating and crying.
If
Okay.
I was you and the choice was between me and Kyle, I would have chose Kyle.
Well, let's switch it up here. My next question.
Mhm.
Were any of us accidental?
With 6 children?
I remember, hold on, before you answer this,
Okay.
I have this really distinct memory
Uh-huh.
of before you found out you were pregnant with Caden,
Uh-huh.
you were like standing in the mirror and you're like, I look really fat today. And then you went to the doctor and you were pregnant with Caden.
Okay. Well, let's just say this. You know how when moms have this feeling of when their babies are going to be born, what that gender is?
Mm-hmm.
The only 2 that I absolutely knew were these 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, there's something special about my mom. I don't know how she does it, but when you ask her a question, she answers with a completely different, like you had asked a different question completely.
Or
and she
she-
gets away with not answering the question you ask.
Or she answers in riddles and you have to try to figure out what she's talking about.
Ah.
But that's interesting because we thought that Mabel for sure was going to be a
She's
boy.
a great deflector. Sorry.
Yes.
But, yeah, I thought Mabel was going to be a boy.
Yeah.
And Katie called
I
me
had
and
a
was
couple
like,
dreams about
She
it.
had me
Yeah.
buying boy baby things
No,
before
we didn't.
she was
That's-
born.
well,
Oh,
no,
yes,
no.
it is.
but Katie called me and was like, hey, I just found out I'm having a girl. And I was like, no, you're not. We all thought it was going to be a boy.
Yeah, I told my mom I had a dream it was a boy, and she interpreted that to me saying, it's a boy. So she bought a bunch of baby boy clothes.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mabel has this really sweet onesie when she was first born that was black and had like a chain on it with Michael Jordan. It was dope.
All right.
Okay, my next question is, what is something you always wanted to do but didn't, and why didn't you?
Is it on?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What is something that I've always wanted to do?
Maybe you have a bucket list item.
Or something.
A bucket list, because I was going
Or
deep.
something that
I was like
um,
needing to have a couch and have their.
You don't,
No.
you don't, we're not trying to go too deep on
Yeah,
this.
Mom, these are surface level
Okay.
questions.
All right.
Maybe something you wanted to do before you had kids, and
Yeah.
then you had kids, and we ruined
And I
it
never
for
got
you.
the chance to do it.
You know what? All I wanted to do was be a mom. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that when I was 9 years old, I had a little diary, and I was looking through that, and it said, when I was 9, it was little kind of scratchy, so I was just learning how to really write at 9,
Ooh, yikes.
and it said that I wanted to be a social worker.
No.
Yeah. So
What a weird
I have
9-year-old.
really had
Yeah,
that
you are a weird 9-year-old.
as my goal my entire life, and being a mom and a social worker, and that's what I've done.
And she is a social worker. Did we say that?
Okay. So you don't have anything you wish you could have done?
Like travel.
Maybe choose a specific place that you
Mhm.
couldn't travel to after having kids? Because we're not good travel companions?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. No, I was able to accomplish exactly what I wanted to with you guys, being a mom, helping others. That was my whole life journey goal. That's it.
Alright.
Let me ask you a question now.
Okay.
What is one thing that you've noticed from Katie that like she got from you, like a personality trait, and one thing that you've noticed from me that I've gotten from you, like a weird personality trait or weird mannerism?
I would say that
How about
I think you guys are your own people. You're your own personalities. But seriously, I don't know how you came out of me, because you are, no matter what kind of parenting, no matter what, you are Caitlin, Katie, Courtney, and there's no one else that's the same. Just one Caitlin, one Courtney.
That's so nice.
okay?
But the one thing I will say that you guys are different on is you like to have fun.
You don't?
Good. No, do you even know your mother? No fun here, but these two,
Party animals.
lots of fun.
Okay, Mom, grab your fork. Dig in, Courtney. You ask me a question. That's burning on your mind.
Actually, is there one thing that
I
you...
have one.
Wait, for Katie?
Yeah, I did have one for both of you.
Okay, well, let me ask Katie first, and then you
Okay.
can ask yours.
Okay.
What's one thing, or have you noticed anything that you, like, have caught yourself doing, being like, oh, I am Mom, like with Mabel?
Whenever I talk to her,
Mm-hmm.
Camille says,
Do you tell her that her
"You
life's her
sound
own
just
journey?
like your mom."
Why would you say to her?
Just that when Josh just talking in baby voice,
Oh.
it's like I thought your mom was down here.
That's funny. What were you going to ask, Mom?
Okay, I have a question for both of you. The journey
No.
of life is intimately designed for our personal learning and growth, good and bad.
Oh, there's bones in
Is there
this. Sorry.
is there anything, what have you learned? What's the number one thing you've learned from my life
Whoa.
and my choices?
Jeez. I don't know.
I've learned how to find the sale.
Yeah, yeah. I've learned to not buy jeans that are more than $5 from a DI.
Let me tell you, 6 children is a lot financially. Good. That's a good thing to learn from me.
I think
I'm still not good with my money, but
Oh no, me neither.
I know how to find a sale.
I think one thing that me and Katie maybe have taken from you is learning how to be like more independent. Like we're not dependent on anybody. We're kind of just like we can take care of ourselves. Would you agree, Caitlin?
I mean,
Give me.
I know how. I do depend on my husband, though.
Yes, I do too. I
But-
couldn't pay my rent without my husband.
But I'm
Oh
independent.
my gosh, I keep dropping food all over the place.
Mom,
Yeah.
what's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Oh.
And did it involve Marcy?
Most likely, yes.
Marcy's my mom's childhood best friend.
Yes.
And adult best friend.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
No,
she should
I'm
have
your
been-
adult best friend.
These two should have been Marcy's children. They should have been, because I don't know.
Yeah, we agree. I'm just kidding.
Let's see here. I would say that I'm a rule follower.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't do anything that's crazy. But my little growing up friend, who's now my friend now, still, bestie.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Marcy.
Shout out to Marcy.
It pulled me out of those rule following kind of life guidelines. So, what's the craziest thing? Oh, I got a lot of them. Let's see. Probably the craziest thing was when we were 13 and at a church gathering and decided to take the car.
At
You
13?
stole someone's car.
13.
Whose car did you
Yes,
steal?
Marcy did, and I was the passenger.
Whose car?
Oh, I can't say.
Grandpa's.
But I will say that she didn't know how to stop it.
Oh no.
And we went onto a lawn and within a foot of the house.
Oh jeez.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
We are very lucky. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Did they find out?
No.
They didn't see the tire tracks on their lawn?
There was a 16-year-old that saw us, felt pity, and reversed it and parked it where it should have been. His last name was Bartholomew. Can't remember the first name. Jeff Bartholomew, I think.
Jeff Bartholomew.
Yeah.
What a good guy.
What a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
His mom was my piano teacher.
Can I have this napkin?
Wow, you have a very vivid memory of your childhood, which brings me to my next question.
Oh no.
What is your earliest memory?
Well, you want to know the truth?
Not really, if we're going to say it like that.
Okay, well,
Does the real question is, did they want to know the truth?
Yeah, honestly.
all right, I'll tell you.
No.
I was the oldest of 5 children,
Mm-hmm.
and I was 3 years old when my brother was born, and I was sleeping in the middle of the night, and my mom and dad went to the hospital and left me sleeping because my grandmother was driving to the house.
Oh my gosh.
They left you
And
alone
They left me alone
as a 3-year-old?
as a 3-year-old, and I woke up.
Uh-oh.
And I remember not finding my parents and
Uh-oh.
thinking I was going to die.
Oh.
And thinking I can't open the refrigerator. And even I can't open the cans in the cabinet. I kept thinking that. And I was sobbing, and then I was looking outside and there was bugs in the lights of the
Wow.
okay. So then my grandmother came in. She's a big double, triple D bosom woman, and she just
All right.
put her to her chest, and that's what I remember. It's just sobbing.
Which grandma?
Grandma Wright.
Not Sutherland?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Ah.
That was my first memory.
That sounds pretty traumatic.
That's
Yeah,
messed
I
up.
think I need
Yeesh.
therapy over that one.
All right, and our last question, since we're almost finished. Just a quickie today. What has been your proudest mom moment?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, I'm so proud of my son for hitting that baseball. How?
You know what? If you ask me every single one of my children, and you ask me what is the proudest moment with this child, what is the proudest moment of this child, I could tell you every single one of them.
So what about one for me and one for Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for Katie, I'm starting over here because I'm a right-handed person. Katie went and gave birth,
Oh, yeah.
and
That
she
was
went
tough.
3 days
Oh,
with
yeah.
hard labor.
3 days?
She went 3 days. And I
Is that true?
cried.
Almost
Because
3 days.
I was trying really hard to hold it together because I saw what she was going through and what little Mabel was going through. And I thought, she is the strongest woman that I know.
They don't call me Spider for nothing.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So I think that would be, I left there with thinking, darn, she is the strongest woman. And I know Courtney felt that same.
Yeah, because Katie didn't make a peep, what a unit, during labor until Mabel was crowning. And like when Mabel came out, that's when Katie was finally like, ow.
I'm a big boy.
Okay.
Yeah,
What I would say for Courtney,
That's really hard.
no, it's not. Which one do I choose?
Nah.
The one thing that I love about my daughter Courtney is that she is fun, and she's a nurturer. She always has been. So it was really hard. You know, she was growing up, the oldest girl of 6 children, and she was a nurturer. So it was hard because she was wanting to love and care and be a mom. And the one thing that I will say is that there's no perfect mom out there, and those that say that they're perfect and have the perfect kids are really the dysfunctional ones. I would say that she is a caretaker. So if there's a little girl that's in the room, my Courtney will swoop her up and just love her unconditionally. But the part that I wanted to say is, as a mom, you realize towards getting a grandbaby how screwed up your parenting was. And how your children, even though you were an idiot, survived and thrived. And she had the greatest voice. And I hope, if there's one thing that I could instill in any of my kids, it would be to have a voice and know that you're heard. And she had a voice, and she was heard. So,
For better or for worse?
Mostly worse.
Yep.
well, no.
Not now,
Not now.
but before.
Mm.
Ah, shut it, Katie. I'll kill you.
So I guess that's, you know, she made it through my parenting. She had a voice, and she's a strong woman
Thank you, my gosh. Thank you so much.
who loves.
I am stronger.
Should we have Mabel come into the mukbang since it's Mother's Day?
Mm-hmm.
Mabel!
And then we'll sign out.
Come on, little ladies! Come on! Come on! Come here, Mabel. Whoa, bump. What happened? Whoa.
Mabel went to church with Grandma today.
Yeah. Huh.
She's in a dress. Hi.
Mabel, can you say hi?
She's like, I
Hi there. Want to give kisses? Mwah. Mwah.
do. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's what I want.
What?
She sang the wheels on the bus today in nursery.
You are the biggest girl in the whole
She
world.
clapped for everybody who was doing something good.
You're the best.
Oh, what you got in there?
You're the smartest.
You want to try that asparagus? It's really yummy. So, that's all the questions that we had for Cheryl this week. Oh, good.
Here, Grandma. Wow, you're the nicest.
We hope you guys had a good Mother's Day, and we're nice to your mommies. Anything you want to say,
Even
Katie?
if they don't deserve for you to be nice to them.
Yeah.
She does not.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So,
Hi, baby.
if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe if you liked what we did, or if you've liked any of our other videos. Yeah, thanks for watching another one, and
We'll see you next week.
yeah, bye.
Boo.